This painting demonstration is the acrylic counterpart of the cloud study in oil. Here's the reference photo. For this painting, I've decided to crop the image. A vertical composition accentuates the height of the sky and clouds. The materials are burnt sienna, titanium white, and acrylic painting medium. Taking advantage of the fast drying time of acrylic, the paint is applied in thin transparent glazes. A glaze is made by adding a large amount of medium to the color, rendering it semi-transparent. The clouds are blocked in and then defined by the negative space, which is the sky. The initial forms are simple geometric shapes. These cloud shapes are defined by either adding pure white paint to pull the shape outwards, or by adding more sky tone to push the shape in. The shadow tones of the clouds are rendered with a lighter tone of burnt sienna and white. This mix is also a semi-transparent glaze. A second glaze in the sky renders it less transparent and accentuates the whites of the clouds. This process is repeated until I'm satisfied with the forms of the clouds and the way that they are composed. Darker glazes are added to the foreground to further refine it. When working in acrylic, I use a wet palette. It keeps my color mixtures moist throughout the whole painting process. This allows me to consistently maintain the tonal relationship of my colors and avoid the problem of the darkening tonal shifts that are typical of acrylic paint when it dries. My color palette consists of phthalo blue, cadmium red medium, cadmium yellow light, and titanium white. The sky is various tones of phthalo blue and white. The clouds are a gray mixed with phthalo blue and its complement cadmium red medium. The lightest part of the clouds is white with cadmium red. The green of the foreground is a mix of phthalo blue and cadmium yellow light. The darkest greens have more blue than yellow. During the color application, the paint is not diluted with medium. This keeps the colors solid and opaque. The sky is laid in using the phthalo blue gradation. The clouds are laid in one at a time, following the sense of light and shadow seen in the reference photo. The foreground is added one area at a time. The poppies are defined using the same idea of positive and negative space, the negative space being the green field. They are then accentuated with a mix of cadmium red and yellow. At this point, I will broaden my color palette by adding more subtle tones to it. In order to add more contrast to the sky, I have decided to darken it. Ultramarine blue is added to the phthalo blue mix. The cloud tones are split into warm grays and cool grays for light and shadow, and more blue is added to the green tones. With this enlarged palette, I go over the whole composition, refining the shapes and colors of each element, sky, clouds, and foreground. The clouds are softened and blended by glazing semi-transparent tones of the cloud colors into the sky. The final step is to soften the transition of blues in the sky. In order to do this, I add medium to the different tones of blue. I glaze these semi-transparent tones of blue into the appropriate areas of the sky.